Simon said I fell asleep for a little bit, which is good because y'all know sometimes I have issues sleeping. It's only like 10:25. So, Naivety Revealed. So, remember when I told y'all I went to Taco Bell and how this girl had to speak up for me? And it wasn't until that soft girl, lifestyle girl, spoke up with me that the guy came from the back, and I think he was a cook, and he actually helped place the order. Then when he helped place the order, it was like a whole long process. But then I finally got my crunch wrap, and when I opened it, I thought it looked a little bit weird. Like, you know, it looked weird, and it didn't seem to have all the stuff that was supposed to come in it. And then today, but I didn't think nothing of it. But today, the little boy or teenage boy from outside next door came and look. It's been pretty quiet over there. When I'm in the she shed, I'm sure they can hear everything, but also they know that I can hear everything. But it's been pretty quiet, right? And so the boy comes outside. He always wears a hood and everything to check the mail. He looks over to me, then he comes out and he peeks at my she shed, and then it hit me. That's the guy from Taco Bell. So the reason my crunch wrap probably looked fucked up is probably because he threw it on the ground and reheated it. And this fly is going nuts in here. Oh my gosh. But yeah, so my naivety thinking. And then he asked, was that girl with me? And I think he asked because he was trying to decide whether to do something to the food or not. And also, when I noticed I was eating outside, the white lady that was said supposed to, I think, get the food maybe ahead of time, she was looking at me with concern. And I did, at first, I thought she was looking maybe because she thought that I really did have her food, even though I didn't. But it occurred to me that perhaps he was talking shit in the back. And she was concerned for me about my food. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, God. Jesus, take the wheel. Whatever it is, it is. But in a way, with all this kind of stuff happening, it makes me think about my daddy. When my daddy was with us before my parents got divorced and my mom left, it was like everything wrong that could happen would happen to him. We go to fast food, just weird stuff. But if my dad's spirit is out there, I understand you. I'm going through the same. But, but, you made it to 48, and, you know, I don't know what happened if they did something. My mind is saying that perhaps they didn't treat you well. But let's see what happens. Let's see if I can make it to 50. I'm at 47. I'll be 48. The same age you were, Daddy, when you passed. So I'll be 48 in December. Let's see if I can make it to 50. My mom made it all these years. I don't know if she's still around with us or not because I'm out of her life. She told me to get out of her life. So not that way, but I don't know. So what do I do? What do the people, how they have, I'm not lonely or anything like that, but they have a song, what do the lonely do for Christmas? What do the unloved do, to make it in this world, when people will intentionally do things just because they see that you're alone, you know? I don't know what to do. And I hope I'm not coming down with something. I was good and now I just felt a sniffle. So I don't know what to do. Excuse me while I take a moment of silence to see if the universe will speak to me and tell me what to do. Yeah, my daddy at least had, because I remember I got on Facebook, there's a girl that looks just like me, but she's actually like my dad's cousin or something. This is after he passed. I found out, and she told me because me and her look exactly alike. She had the same big round head. And it was weird because when I told her who I was, she was like, "Well, my daddy was called JoJo. JoJo used to take me riding in his truck all the time." I don't know. It was a weird thing for somebody to say if she's his cousin. Why would you say that? You're saying that like a girlfriend would tell like another girlfriend. But people are weird. I had a friend in high school that was jealous of a male friend that I was with. So I don't know. I'll never know the whole story. But I pray to God that I learn to love myself more. I learn to care for me more. That I don't have to go somewhere else to eat because that thought just hit me. It didn't dawn on me at the time, but in hindsight, it did. You know, it didn't hit me at the time, but in hindsight, it certainly did hit me. So what do I do? This is the second time this week of this in the past 7 days I've asked that question. The first time was with the people next door, the Latin people next door. This time it's me. What does a loner that people can clearly see as a loner that clearly does not have any love or whatever? What does that person do when you may be directly or indirectly starting to get targeted by people because of that? I didn't think of that, so I realized, hey, asked me, was that girl with me? You know, what do we do? And that's the question I'm trying to answer. What do I do, in that situation? You know, I don't want like my whole life to be this way. I mean, I believe in strength and overcoming, but geez, my whole life, and my whole life hasn't been this way. Just over the past maybe 3 to 5 years, and actually maybe more than that, because that was when I left Orlando. That was the craziest. But it's like the point where the veil wasn't lifted, where I could see that I wasn't being treated properly. You know, where I could see that my reputation was at stake. What do I do? You know, can I overcome myself? That's the biggest thing. If I can get my environment to be better, that would be good. You know, but first up, I guess I have my list. It's not my computerized list; it's my phoneized list for tomorrow, and I'm just gonna just go through the things. And like I said, you know, I don't know, guys. And I'm not crying this time, even though I've cried a lot of tears over the past few days. I am just sniffling because just within the last 5 minutes, I caught on that a little something. But what do I do? You know, I mean, I can continue to mindlessly do things on my list and slowly get them accomplished. But I want to be loved. I want people to care about me as a human being. You know, but what if it's really not in the nature of human beings to care about me? What if that's what God has planned for the rest of my life? I don't want that because I do truly like people. I truly, just like any woman, I think it's ingrained. This is my idealism. Maybe it's not ingrained in every woman, but I feel like as a woman, it's ingrained in us to want to care for people, to be useful to people, to love people, you know? And I want that to be my experience here in life, you know? I don't want this lifetime to pass me by whether I have 10 more or not without me having loved people and have been appreciated by people. without me having made a difference somehow. I don't want I don't want that to be the legacy of this life, as Maria Chung Willoughby. That's not Kenny Somebody Maria Chung Willoughby. I don't want that to be the legacy of this life. To me, is so much more valuable and capable of so much more. Why? Why is this happening? I have no reason to be sick. I hope I'm not coming down with something. But and those tears were a few days ago. And how, I'm always optimistic about it all. Well, everybody showed me love this day. Not necessarily true, you know. I wanted it to be true. I wanted it to be my hero story, where even if just for one day people, were nice to me or loved me or cared about me or stood up. The soft girl, she spoke up for me. That's for sure. The male that came from the back, perhaps, he wanted to do something to my food. The ride share guy, maybe, I don't know. I want to think he's nice, but everybody, he has, and I told him he has Riz, like what the young people call Riz charisma. Everybody that got into that car loved him, like connected with him. But the good thing I can say, like I said, he went to look at that sign for me, and also he dropped me off in front of my house. But I don't know. I, I don't think I deserve a lifestyle to be unloved or to be hated on the side, or maybe just, I don't know if hate's the word, but it's the opposite. Maybe even indifference, which is stronger than hate, but indifference to the point where they want to do things to you that are not good, that are causing issue. And then I keep getting all these weird occurrences where I'm bumping into people that are, for right or wrong, it's just I'm not raised that way, but bumping into people that are telling me to do things that are technically wrong, and that's not really what I want to do. And I did see a couple of comments, but um, who is this? I can't see. Okay, in case you don't know, I'm pretty much as good as blind. See um, names so much. Hi, how are you? Says Diego. Is it Diego? I can't see. The last name is it Negra? I doubt if it's Negra. It's like Negra. I can't see though. Diego. Dang, my eyesight is really that bad. I can't see. Diego something. Yeah, I can't see, but hello. Hello is all I have to say. But and that's one thing I have to be honest about that always has been, why is my camera doing this? This phone, I swear. Um there are things about people that really get on my nerves. And that's one of them. When people ask you, can I have a question or one question? To me, that makes absolutely no sense. You ask a question to ask a question, you know. And in the past, it would get on my nerves to the point where I would have to block people because it really got on my nerves. um, how do I feel now? As a person with virtually no friends or family, how do I feel about that? Would I immediately block someone? I think I should because it does get on my nerves. It annoys me. Let me check out the person's profile real quick. Okay, it's Diego Nera, and I won't block him just yet. I mean, he could be related to the people next door. I don't know, but I won't block him just yet. I mean, they look like the same type of people, but I mean, I don't like that. I don't like it when people ask you, "Can I ask you a question?" It's so redundant. I mean, you're gonna make the person respond to that to respond to something else. Come on. Now I'm annoyed. now I'm annoyed. That's hilarious. So I don't know, but so back to my line of thinking in my heart and my mind. I don't want that to be my existence. I don't want that to be my life. I really, if it's true about these things that people are talking about, different timelines and all that, you know, I like being Maria Chung Willoughby. I think there's something beautiful about that. In my old age and me allowing people to do stuff to me, my teeth are kind of jacked. well, not jacked. Jacked it could be a lot worse than that, but my appearance is a little off where it wasn't off before, but it is. But I think Maria Chung Willoughby. I think everything about you know that is a beautiful thing. I love you know even though my look is odd now, I love the way that I look. I love the tears. I love the name. Um, the experiences, I would be okay with the experiences if it looked like I was coming out winning in the end, but I'm I'm not. I'm not. It's like I'm stuck in this loop. Like, what in the world is going on? This is not the way my life is supposed to be. And it's not for me not trying. It's not for me not honoring myself. And even like me trying to do stuff around the house, little things, it's like a big circle. Like, it's not going anywhere. It's like a huge, ginormous circle. Like what the heck? But like I said, I have that list of like, it's always a list of 30 things. When I had that legal thing, it was a list of 30 things. Now I got this personal thing for my to-do list on the phone. That's a list of damn near 30 things. Why is that always the same thing? It's weird. But anyways, I'm gonna reorder them so I can just pluck them off and do things. But I want my life to be more than that. I don't want me just plucking things off of a list and not actually enjoying. There's gotta be good people out here, Lord. And I'm thinking when that girl dropped me off way down on the other side into the street, that next ride probably was being dropped off right next to her. And I didn't know it, you know? So I don't know. You know, I don't know what the deal is here. I don't know. But whatever God is doing, you know, I'm still living. I'm here on the earth. It wouldn't be hard to eliminate my ass because dumb ways to die. It's always something stupid happening. Some dumb ass at Taco Bell might try to poison me. I mean, I could have been taken out a long time ago. I was on in so many different ways, and then dumb shit that I do myself that I'm like, damn, I'm still alive. Last night that glass shattered right beside me, and I had the hot iron on it. I had all kinds of stuff on it, and I'm still alive, and I didn't come out cut. The worst I got was a little burn, but you can't even see it, kind of, on my thumb. So many dumb ways I could have died. Traffic, trying to cross the damn street. Tons of dumb ways I could die. In this house with all this, who knows what's in the walls and shit. I mean, I'm still here. I'm still here. So evidently, I should still be here for a reason. There's so many different ways people could literally be gone, and I'm still here. You know, I'm still here. So, please, please, God, help me. Help me with this life so that, I can get the love and respect and be able to love on people and respect on people the way that it should be. And, maybe times will just change, or maybe for me, because I understand everything ain't true for everybody, you know. But how can you build somebody that's based on love and you put them in a situation where they don't have people to love, or they don't have people they can supply things to, or how, you know? So, maybe I just have to accept that, God wants something different, but what do you want? I'm here. I'm ready. I'm willing. I'm able. What is it that God wants from me? I don't get it. I'm still here. So obviously there's some type of purpose. And yeah, if God ever takes me away or whatever, it won't be a story like, oh, Maria Chung Willoughby, she really loved to help people and she was a good person, blah, blah, blah. You know, at best, they would say nothing, at best. And then people would make comments about crazy or something crazy like that. I mean, I deserve to be loved and respected. Why can't I get that? Like I said, and then I like to believe that there are good people. Like I said, I took that ride share, but I don't know where these people going, and I don't know if their face is good enough. That girl could have went right next door, you know. So Kimberly Williams, I can't see. Is that the name, Kimberly Williams? In case you don't know, I can't really see even with glasses on. But hi, Kimberly, and I appreciate the brown hair. Silly me, I love everything brown. Just because somebody's brown, I'm just like, I'm happy. I don't know. And you see how easy my mood changed. This is somebody I have no idea who this person is. Not in real life. The name sounds familiar, but Kimberly Williams is a familiar name. But what's your name? See, I think people are doing things like this on or on purpose. That's annoying to me too. What's your name? I'm about to go. Have a good day. Have a good night, everyone.